If you're a Kenyan student or any international student who wants to study in the US, this video is for you. So I already posted 3 videos where I talked about introduction, different types of scholarships, and schools in the US that gives full scholarship to international students. So if you haven't watched them, go check them out. And then don't create a Common App account right now, because applications do open in August. That's when you can create an account. So today I'm going to talk about main requirements while applying via Common App. Other schools use their own website, so today I'm going to focus on the Common App itself. To give a quick overview about the Common App, there's a section where you will fill in your personal info, your family information, your education history, and other things. So I'll do a separate video about it because it's a bit long. So the first requirement is essays. You cannot apply to study in the US without writing essays. We have personal essays and supplementary essays. For the personal essay, there are prompts that are given, and you're supposed to choose from one of those prompts, and then you write an essay about it. And then supplementary essays, these are essays that are given by those schools, and each school has its own supplementary essay. And then they are usually not one, they can be 2 or 3 essays that you're supposed to write. The second requirement is your transcript. Now, most of US universities will ask for your high school academic records. For Kenyan students, this means your grades from Form 1 to Form 4, but some of the schools will not ask for that. The major document for Kenyan students is the KCSE result slip or certificate. And then to talk about GPA, the US universities use GPA system where 4.0 is the highest GPA. So you should always look at the school's website, then you see the minimum GPA for the school that you want to apply to, and then you can always convert your grade to GPA. Like A is a GPA of 4.0. What about your grade? Another requirement is the recommendation letters. Now, these are letters that are written by your teachers, and then they will be sent to the schools. So most of the schools require 2 subject teachers to write your recommendation letters and 1 school counselor. So if you can guide your recommender on what the school requires, it will strengthen your application, because recommendation letters are a very crucial part of your application. And then we have the standardized test. These are SAT and ACT. So we have some schools that require that you have that SAT score, and some schools are test optional. So before applying to a certain school, go to the school's website and search whether they require SAT or if they don't require that. Another requirement is the English proficiency test, and these are Duolingo test. We have IELTS and others. So these are tests that are used to certify that you are proficient in English. Now, each school has their minimum score that you need to have in those tests. You can always go to the websites and look at the exact score that each school wants. And so there are schools that may waive this for you. For example, as Kenyans, we study English in high school and primary school. And in this case, you should email the school and you should tell them that English is our language of instruction in Kenya. So some schools might waive this for you and some schools might not. And finally, we have proof of finances. So schools need to know whether you will be able to raise your fees or not before they give you their financial aid or scholarship. These can either be bank statements, scholarship letter, anything that proves that this person will be able to raise their tuition or not, before they give you their own financial aid. And then let me talk about application fees. So schools usually charge someone for submitting the applications, but they usually provide an application fee waiver, as in they pay that application fee. So in the Common App, we have somewhere where they ask you whether you want that fee to be waived for you or not. So you always click yes, and then when you submit your application, you won't be needed to pay anything. Some schools also use their own website, like they tell the students to apply for the fee waivers in a different website or in their own website, so always check for that. And then start preparing early. If you're going to apply this coming like fall in August, start preparing your documents early, kwa sababu those people who apply in August, you guys will join the schools next year hapo August. So start preparing this early, and I wish you all the best. And then I'll create another video about scholarships to other countries apart from US.